So, an invitation today to explore where you are on the rebel stroke compliance spectrum in the hope that it might be a useful tool for changing unhelpful behaviours that you don't want. So, I want to start by sharing a kitchen moment from this weekend when I was away with a group of UK trainers I work with. And we had a photographer due to come in on the Sunday to take photos for the national website. And an email came out the week before with information about the shoot. And in the email was a sentence which asked us to wear colourful clothes and to avoid wearing black. And what became clear in the kitchen was that both my friend and I had heard a demand in that sentence, a demand to wear colourful clothes. So in needs understanding, we distinguish requests and demands. Demands are things where someone is asking you to do something and they have an expectation of some kind that you will do it. And if you don't do it, there may be a consequence. Requests, on the other hand, are where someone is asking you to do something and there is a genuine openness to hearing a no. The person may not want to hear a no. No may just be the start of the conversation, but they are open to you saying no. And the distinction is useful in all kinds of places because generally, and contrary to what we think, we're likely to get a lot more done when we know how to make good requests than when we make demands, and to get a lot more done a lot more happily. So between us, my friend and I had displayed the two typical responses you can expect from a demand. And my friend, situated at the rebel end of the spectrum, had looked at his brightly coloured clothes and immediately decided he wanted to bring less colourful clothes in rebellion and not wanting to be told what to do. Disappointingly, I'm at the other end of the spectrum and I'm likely to comply when I hear a demand. So my reaction was the opposite. I realised it was going to be more difficult to bring my most colourful clothes rather than the black that I would usually work in because I need different shoes that wouldn't fit in the suitcase I was bringing, and there were other reasons. But anyway, I would incline to do that anyway, to bring those things anyway, and then to feel resentful. So in this little example, I did catch myself. And the question then for me is, what is the third way? What's the most life-giving thing that I can do? And as with all these things, this is a tiny example, and I find it really helpful to spot the behaviour at this level so that I can change it going right up through the spectrum of scenarios. So I want to find a way that's going to look after as many needs as possible. If I turn to think about what was going on for the photographer and just get past my irritation at this request, demand, whatever it was, then it's easy immediately to get that they are wanting to create some fun and lively shots because they really believe in the work that is being done and they want the website to promote that work as best it possibly can. If I then turn to myself, again, easy to see. I just want to get going for the weekend. I don't want to be packing suitcases with extra stuff. So needs around ease and joy and relaxation. So my third way in this little example was to take a dress that is very colourful that I don't ever wear because it doesn't fit me very well. But I reckon no one would care or even be able to see in shots at a distance. And it meant that I could just stick that dress in my bag and disappear for the weekend. So I am curious whether you might be able to relate to this in large or small scenarios in your life. Whether you can spot places where you comply or rebel, and whether you have any resonance with the idea of a third way and what yours might look like. Enjoy.